Hello and welcome back to the end of week 1 of the Keto Diet in Thailand 90-Day Keto Challenge. This challenge, as I've said before, is a 90-day challenge for me to cut down my carbohydrates down to about 10 grams per day. Now, if you know anything about low carb, that's very low. In fact, most people would probably find a hard time to do carbs at about 50 grams per day. So to give you an idea, that's about 1 to 2 pieces of bread is roughly about 50 grams, depending on what bread you have, of course. So for me, doing 10 grams of carbs each day, that's extremely high fat, pretty moderate protein, and very low carbs. So what I've been doing is at the end of each week, I've been kind of documenting what I've felt, kind of the positive and negative, the challenges I've had, and kind of moving forward in that way. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to fast forward to, this is about week 3. Now, I said I would do it at the end of each week, and I started to compile my videos, and I just didn't have much to talk about because I've had some setbacks. And when we do any sort of diet or something special, life happens, we have distractions, many things are happening. So first thing I want to show you is, if you take a look at the screen here, this is kind of our homepage, Learning by Doing with Nick and Anna. And so thank you for joining us. Here is probably where you found us. And as you see, we're going to start documenting about our life a little bit more, a little bit about us, and we'll be doing some different features in there. We have today's topic in keto diet in Thailand, and I'm going to start doing some other videos related to the foods that I'm eating and different experiences that I'm having. So this is kind of more like my blog. Anna and I are doing the little bit about us. We're going to do that one together. Also, you'll see academics. Right now I have one video in there from something that I was presenting for my master's course last year, I think it was. And the fourth column there is Bangkok Christian Church. We're active in our church here, and we've been helping out with different online videos with COVID and doing everything online. So if you're interested in any of these things, take a click and take a look and see if you have any interests. So for today, what we're going to do is, we already did the 90-day intro video, and as I said I would do at the end of each week, I would do an update. It's week 3 already, right? And I haven't done an update, which means I'm behind already. So let's just jump right into today. Is about the middle to end of week 3, and let's go talk about the progress. Okay, as I showed you a little bit already, here is the spreadsheet that I'm using. Now, I use it a little bit more in depth than some, but I think it's important to show people, what does it mean to do a Deeper State Keto cut of 10 grams per day. And I started to do this video 1, and I cut that video out, so I'm going to re-explain it a little bit in this one. So what I'm using is a program called Deeper State Keto. If you go to deeperstateketo.com, and you'll see that link there. But what it is Keto Savage and Keto Connect. Keto Savage is a bodybuilder who does all ketogenic diet, and Keto Connect is like a YouTube channel, and they work together to create this program to do meal plans and to do training and to learn how to track your macros very tightly. Now, most people don't need to do this. If you really need a lot of weight to lose, or you need to get really strict on your carbs, this is an option. For me personally, I like it simply because I need to be more strict. If I don't have tight parameters, then I will kind of veer off and go in my direction. So what we're going to look at, first let's look at the title page here. And it says, basically in his program he talks about onboarding. That would mean if you have dieted many times in the past, if your metabolism is quite slow, or there's a calculation you can do to find out if you need onboarding. For me personally, I don't. I have enough weight to lose. I don't need to gain any weight in a sense in order to start this keto diet. Okay, so I click N for no, and then it says proceed to no onboarding section below, which is this section here. Okay, so this was the true date starting, November 22nd. That's when I started. I entered my weight in pounds, and yes, I do the conversion. I'm here in Thailand, so I have to convert from kg to pounds. Not a big deal. And my goal weight is, I think, approximately 177 pounds is my goal weight. That means the goal of 33 pounds I would like to lose. So with this program, what they do is each phase, we need to start somewhere. We need to start with a number of calories, with total calories, and then we can break it up into fat, protein, and carbs. And for this program, using his macro calculator on the website, you can go there and you can find that. So I'm starting with 153 grams of fat, 76 grams of protein, and 10 grams of carbs. Gives me about 1,721 grams total calories, right? So we're going to do the calories, right? So let's take a look. What does that mean? So I skip the onboarding, so we don't do that. And we jump right into phase 1, finding the macro threshold. Well, what does that mean? I have customized this sheet a little bit. For example, I changed these columns to find the calculation for me. When I step on the scale here, it gives me in kg and it will convert it to pounds for me. So as you can see, I have converted these. And the first week I was pretty consistent in weighing myself every day. And you can see I started at 210 pounds and I dropped down quite quickly. And this is what happens. A lot of people do a ketogenic diet will lose, in this instance, I lost 5 pounds within about 5 days. Now, it's not all fat. In fact, most of it is not fat. It is water weight because you're reducing your carbohydrates. Carbohydrates hold a lot of water in your body. And once you cut your carbs, there's nowhere for the water to go. You end up peeing it out and your weight goes down. A lot of people will think, wow, I'm losing weight so fast. Yes, that's true. It is water weight, okay? So you can see in my notes here, we stayed at a hotel for, I think it was 2 or 3 nights, and we ate the breakfast buffet, we enjoyed things, I was not being strict about it, and you can see right away, I went from 204, bounced back up to 206, just a couple days later, 206 pounds. So I lost some weight at the end of week 1 and bounced right back up between week 1 and week 2. Okay, so next up was the second week. So in the second week, normally you would reduce your fat, protein, and carbs would stay the same. But I decided to keep everything the same because I know I was not so strict about my fat, protein, and carbs. I kept everything the same for the next week, okay? Because I wasn't strict enough on it. If you were really to do that, you would start losing calories even though that you weren't keeping up with it. You gotta let your body adjust gradually, okay? And this first phase, if you notice, starting at 153 and 76. And if you look down, you're reducing the fat and increasing the protein. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to find this threshold of what does your body run efficiently on. Carbs, your body does not need carbs. You don't need carbs, carbohydrates in your body. It's not essential, but fats and protein are. So starting with a high amount of fat and gradually tapering down the amount of fat, and at the same time the protein is going up a little bit. So when you find that balance, you start to find a balance of what your body runs efficiently at. So that's kind of this first phase here, trying to figure that out. And as you notice, at the end of week 2, we actually went away on holiday as well. So we had a holiday weekend. And of course, it's quite hard to track when you're on holiday. We did a staycation at a hotel here, and I didn't track my weight, as you can see. And that was a Saturday, Sunday, Monday. The end of week 2 was a Monday. And again, I'm not changing my carbs, fat, and protein. I'm leaving everything the same. Again, I was not exactly able to follow, so a little bit disheartening. Actually, at this point here, I'm considering restarting the whole diet completely. But part of life is learning by doing, right? We have to learn, we have to accept things. We can't just hit the reset all the time. So I'm leaving it in here, kind of more of a lesson for myself. This might not be a 90-day challenge. It might be a 100-day challenge or a 120-day challenge. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, so this is the end of week 2. And on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, even right here, Thursday, which was yesterday, I considered, you know what, let's just make this a new day 1 because I haven't been strict enough as it is. But I don't want to stop, all right? I don't want to quit about it. Just trying to taper down, trying to eat the right foods. And as you can see, even from, for example, Wednesday, which I went back up, I'm still less than my starting weight, which is good, 208. And that's on Wednesday. And I start to taper down again into this week 2. I'm at 207, and yesterday and today I was the same. Today is Friday, so put that in. And I am the same at 207.5. So is this a new day 1? Whatever, it will be what it is, right? So just kind of show you, like, this is how it works. As we get more consistent, I'll be able to dial in the numbers more. At this point, I'm trying to track these calories. So even like right here, probably the end of week 3, which will be coming up in a couple of days here, I probably will keep my carbs, fat, and protein the same again. I know it's not following the 90-day exactly, but you have to be realistic. How many calories are you consuming? What is the goal? Where are we at, right? Even coming up, Christmas is coming up soon and very soon here in December, and I know there's going to be days where I'm not able to track, I'm not able to keep up exactly. So where are we right now? This is kind of about 2.5 weeks in. Has there been really a change in my body? Not exactly. I've lost probably some water weight, gaining and losing water weight from 210 to 204, and I've gone up again. I'm at 207 today. So just want to give you an update of progress right now. Don't give up, right? So it's not about being perfect on the sheet, because there won't be perfect days, right? It won't be a perfect situation each time. So as we go further down, hopefully I can start to find some consistency. And I fear a little bit that it will be in January by the time that I feel more consistent with a schedule that's more consistent as well. So anyways, that's it for right now. I just wanted to give you a little update about what I've been doing. And as you can see, we are doing other channels right now. We are doing the different diet plans, and right here in our playlist, Keto Diet in Thailand. So I'm going to be showing a few videos about foods that I'm eating, as well as some different tricks that I've kind of learned along the way that I explained in the intro video and more in detail here as we move forward. So thank you for joining me, and we'll see you next time. Woo!